a bag for gas. Well, not really for gas, but yes, for gas. Okay, like I alluded to in the intro, this is the Giant Loop Armadillo Bag Utility Bladder. It's for gas, but it's not for gas. They say it is safe for the transport and storage of liquid hydrocarbon products. Yes, but it's not a portable fuel container, according to the ASTM, EPA, California Air Resource Board, any of those. In essence, what they mean is you can put gas in here, but you can't store it for long term. So let's go over it. I bought 2 of these 2-gallon Armadillo bags for my trip up to Alaska. There's one right there. Here's one right here. They're intended for the short-term storage of fuel. The reason I bought them is on the trip up, there's going to be sections where I won't have enough gas to make it between 2 gas stations, particularly when I travel from Fairbanks up to Prudhoe Bay. So I bought 2 of these that'll strap to the top of the pannier. Let's go over the features. First of all, it stores liquid fuel. It comes with its own spout that is pretty well stored in here. Twist on, pretty straightforward. So the way it works is you take the cap off. So I'm going to put a video in on how to use it and showing it, but more or less what you do is you hang it from your handlebar, remove the cap, and fill it. Fill it all the way up to max fill line. Then put the cap back on, right? Then when you're ready to use it, hang it again back on your handlebar, take the cap off, put on the spout, open your fuel door, and remove the gas cap. Now what you do is you lift this up and you put the end in your gas cap, and then you upend the bottom, and it all comes out. Pretty straightforward. It works exactly as advertised. Like I said, I'm going to show some video on how it works. A few other features that make this work really well on a motorcycle. So anyone who's dealt with Giant Loop or Giant Loop Moto, they make all kinds of adventure and off-road motorcycle products. It also includes loops all the way along the top. So this works well, for example, for me, when I lay it on top of my panniers, I'll run straps through the pannier anchors and through here to hold it in place. Also, the handles on the ends are very secure. I've seen videos where these have been run over, dragged through the dirt, and pretty much well abused without any ill effects. It's heavy-duty nylon material on the outside, and then there is what feels like a plastic or a rubber bladder on the inside. I'm not sure the materials it's made out of, but it's certainly very durable. When I did use it, one thing I did find is once you use it for the first time, these things pick up all kinds of gasoline smell. So if you're going to store these in an enclosed area, for example, I store them in my trunk of the Pan America, they give off gasoline fumes. So I put the nozzles in a Ziploc bag, even when these are strapped to the outside. Number one, it cuts down on the smell. And number two, I'm afraid that, maybe this Velcro, which looks extremely heavy, won't hold it in place. So that's how I use them. When they're not in use, I lay them on top of each other. With the nozzles removed, I lay them face to face, so the inlets are equal, and then I just roll it really tight. As you can see, it takes up very little space. I put a set of Giant Loop elastic straps around it, and then they fit in a bag in my trunk. So with that, let's go ahead and show some video. I'll do a voiceover kind of explaining how they work in the video, but that's them in a nutshell. All right, here we are. Gas bags are just laying on the seat. Like I said, you hang them from the handlebars. Pretty straightforward. On the Pan America, you have to release the the brush guards that go along the front. Once they're hanging there, then move the gas cap, set the gas cap aside, start filling them. Pretty straightforward. They take 2 gallons, the versions that I bought, so I fill them all the way up. It takes a little while, but then you top them off in a quick shot. Yep, 2.003 gallons. Take the nozzle out, put the cap back on. Pretty easy. One thing to note is when you fill them, there's still air in there. So when you go to strap them down, they're a little wiggly. It's not just the liquid. So make sure you strap them down securely. To use them, same thing. Place it on the handlebar. In this case, I'm on the side stand instead of the center stand. Works either way. In this case, remove the spout from the little pocket. After this, I ended up putting them in a Ziploc bag because, like I said in the introduction, the nozzles pick up gasoline smell, and then in that case, it's pretty smelly. Here, just make sure the collar is secure. Tighten it up. Once it's tight, then you can go ahead and fill. In my case, nice and snug. Set the cap aside. On the Pan America, there's no fuel cap, just the door with the seal. Turn the handlebars out of the way. I'm not going to show you in real time what it takes to fill them. You get the hint. You place it in there, and then you upend the bladder. Again, I'm making this a little quick, running at a 5x speed. Once it's full, there you go. Now just hang it again. Remove the nozzle. And this looks like it uses a standard gas can nozzle. So if you lose it, you could probably use another gas can spout. I roll them up to get the air out because once they're full of gas, they take the shape. So with the air out, I put the cap back on. This makes them take up less room when they're stored. Snug that up, pull it off. So there you have it. Gas bags that aren't gas bags, but they are gas bags for short term. Like I said, I wrap it pretty tight, put giant loop rubber straps around it, and they fit in this yellow bag that goes in my trunk. Pretty straightforward, self-contained, easy to hang on to. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified of more content. And as always, thanks for watching. Go far with Brad.